Hello everyone and welcome back to Patty's Hobby World. We got some wonderful light coming through the window. So I'm thinking that it's, nice and bright. I see this is right here is where that shadow is. Um, but it's coming in nice and bright. So I kind of got down there at the bottom and did a couple of planters. But I worked on the ivy. So let's get back up here. And hold on, I've got to kind of get in here like that. There you go. And I worked on the ivy. I think I like my ivy better over here than up there. That's good. I used the wrong green for the veins. So I like this ivy much better. Okay. All right, so let's work on these this concrete. Oh, look at the ice cream man. Ice cream guy is outside. Okay, so I hope it's nice and bright because the sun is coming through the window quite nicely. All right, so I worked a little bit more on those lanterns because I want to make sure that we get the nice glow, and then we get that nice almost white glow. All right, so let's work on the backdrop here. So I went and I pulled my one I did when I first started. I don't know. Let me stand back up because I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you can see it. So you remember that wall that I did? This was one of my first creations. So you see how I did this wall here? Looks amazing, doesn't it? Looks like you almost can like climb on it. But that is what we want to do. That's what we want to create. We want to create this wall again. We want to recreate it. And here's the other side, because this came out of the Joanna Basford. So this was the other side of the page because it was a dual page. So, but this is what we want to create. We want to create this again. We want to create this. All right, so let's see if we can recreate it. We good? Okay, yeah, we're good. So let me get my pencils out. And let me make sure they're nice and sharp. Yes. So in the corners, so like in here, and I don't like this. I need the browner. I want the browner. But that's okay, because we're going to get it all in here. So here we know it's going to be very dark. We want to make sure it's dark. Okay. All right, so let's do the first stone. Let's do this first stone here. So what we want to do is and I think I even used marker. Looks like I even used marker over there, and I'm not sure which marker I used, but that's okay. I'm going to use pencil. I'll just stick with pencil. And I just want to make sure that's a little too red for me, but I will keep it. But I want to get my brown out. So this is just a little red, but that's okay. This is a little bit more browner. And we'll go for the double look here. And we'll even get those darker, so don't even worry about it. So say for instance here, we want a little bit of a little bit of a hill there. And we want some things, we want this to kind of connect. This like right here, okay? And then we don't want to color it all in, but we do want to make sure we get this back here in. And it doesn't even have to be all the way in, because I'm going to make it darker anyway. Okay. And this is just to give it some height and depth, okay? So then I'm going to get my, where's my plain color? I think it's this one, but let me check. I don't think that's it. It's a little too pink. That's a little too yellow. That's why I'll keep them out anyway. Because I don't want it pink. I want it more yellowy. And then we're going to blend it all in, so don't worry. Don't worry about that. And I've got to get this sharp, a little bit more sharp. Alright, so you see what I'm doing? I'm just trying to make, and I could do this with the brown. And don't be afraid to add a little speckling. See how I done that? On the other picture, I did a just dots, and I'm like, okay, well, next time I know not to just speckle it, but just make it, All right, so now if I did that 200 times to all of these, it would really look good, And that's what I'll do. I'll make sure that each one, see how I created that little lip right there? That could be anything. Okay. Make it a little darker here. And that's just one. I mean, I'm going to work on it some more. All right, okay, let's do another one. Let me get all my colors out. And then maybe even just a little bit more yellow. Maybe a little bit more in here to create a third color. How about that? Is that a little bit better? We want them to look natural, but we want to get some brightness to them. We want them to stand out. I'm not going to do anything here, 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 and here, and here yet, because that's where that light is. Okay, what's wrong with this right here? That doesn't... Oh, okay, I see it. It's opening out. Okay. All right, so it's going to go behind there. Okay. And then if I even wanted to come in with my blender, just to kind of get it all in there, I can do that. How about that? So it doesn't look so... I drew it there. Okay. All right, let's go to... Oh, it doesn't matter because I've got to do them all. So we start over. And we get this in there. I may even go darker in there. Just to make sure it stands out. Now don't forget, this could have been gray and black. We could have did gray, black, and a little bit of dark blue. You don't have to use the brown. You could have used gray and black. Oh, I could have did this all gray and black, but I'm gonna do the brick gray and black, and we'll show you. We'll show you how that's gonna look. All right, so let's start with this one here. Now, say for instance, I did the shadow here. I may want to do the shadow up here this time instead. I may not want to. You got to do it different. Make a little. You can do anything. And don't forget, I got to do this to all of these now. So I will do as many as I can until it's, till the video goes out, and then I'll finish. But this is just a learning, just so that you can. Where's my brown? Oh, my dark brown. Every time I sit down, guys, my telephone rings. And this one I maybe want to make a little bit darker, so it comes off the other one a little bit better. Make a little bit here. And take a look at that real quick. Yep, as usual, it's scam, spam, whatever you call it. That's why I don't normally get up, but I figured I better get up this time. Okay, so let's get a little, um, I don't like just a little dot. Let's get a little thing there. A little this. And let's bring this in. Let me color it in first. And then we'll get the dark in. That looks weird right now. Let me get more yellow. And more of this. And then we'll blend. Put it all in there. So you see how that is? So I'm going to have to do that to every one. And it doesn't really matter because it's going to all be different. Let me get the brown. I think I'm going to use the brown better over here. Do a little bit of touch up here. Because when you blend, sometimes you lose some of the pigment. Well, you will because you're spreading it out. Okay, so now if I did that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times, it'll start to look good. Right now it doesn't look like anything because we only did 2. We only did 2, so now we've got to do another one. So let's do another one. Now I can do this with marker because don't forget now. See now these alcohol markers with don't forget a lot of these are orangey, but I can take the brown. But it's okay. I'm going to use pencil. It's not like I haven't colored all these before 650 million times. Here, let's do this little one down here. Okay, so you see that? We won't do too much to this. Blend it in just a little bit more. And I'm going to bring the black. I'm going to need another black pencil really, 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 really soon. There. Are you up there with me? Yeah. Oh, I'm just a little too far out there. I'm just going to bring it down just a little bit more. A little bit more and a little bit over. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so see that right there? Nothing major. Put a little something in there so it doesn't look like it's just... Okay, let's do this one right here. Be creative. There's my dark. And don't forget, we're going to do all this blending. Let me get the yellow in. Let me get this in. And then we'll blend. Go ahead. I'm going to come in with this little black here because I'm going to get this in. And then see, I can make another level to that if I wanted to. And So I will keep doing that to all of them. All of them. All right, yeah, you guys are wondering, okay, how is she going to do this over here? Like, she's staying away from this. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to be very, we got to think outside the box now. So under here is going to be bright, right? So I'm not going to put anything. As a matter of fact, let me just color it all in. All right, so see that? Now I didn't go in all the way into where the light is. I will do that later. And then what we're going to do is here. Where's my darker brown? My brown? Yeah, okay, that's my brown. And this color in here. Don't get too close because this yellow hue is right about there. I need a little bit more pigment. I may have to go in just a little bit. Because when you push this stuff around, you got to make sure you have a lot of color. Okay, so let's do the thing. You see how that works? Now I have to work it just a little bit more. Let's do it. Let's just work it a little bit more. Because we lost a lot of pigment. Okay. And we want to still define the brick, the stone, especially down here. I may have to get a little bit of black, but not too much. All right, so now when I go over here to do the next one, I'll have to make sure, and just remember that circle. Remember that circle. I can see some of the circle didn't come over here yet. And that wasn't the right one either. It was too dark. I needed the glow. That's okay. It's like going behind the door. That's okay. All right, so that's how that worked out. Of course, as you know, when I get offline with you guys, I'm going to work it. But if you want to do this one, let's do this one. So here's the bottom of the circle. So we're going to get in here. I'm just going to color it in this time. Create a different look. There's my dark pencil. And then let's get the blender. And as you see, I'm going like this as if it was going to shine. Okay. So now, and then of course you don't see it right yet, but when it's all done, you're like, okay, I see what she did there. I think it's even a little bit. Let's get a. I don't know what color. Yeah, that's it. Be careful, because if you swim in some of that brown, you're going to lose it. Alright, so you see that? So wherever the circle is where I left the light, we'll do it. We'll keep doing it. All right, let's see how that looks from your angle, from your side. Wow, there's a lot of light coming in now. I'm going to scroll in just a little bit so you can see. Now, it doesn't look like anything right now, but you got to bear with me because I've got all of these to make look like that. And it looks good, but we got to conceptualize it once it's all done. Okay, once I swing around here, it'll look really nice. Okay, so let's back out. See what we, see what we have here. So that looks pretty good. Let's come down just a little bit more and scroll in just a little bit more. Okay, so that's going to be, it'll be pretty when it's done. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. I've got to do each one of these. Now some will be lighter, some will be darker. So we'll work on that. All right, so that's your lesson for brick. Now don't forget, you can do the yellow, the brown, this brownstone, or you can do red. You could do the black and gray stone. It was totally up to you. All right, so we'll see you on the next route, and then we'll start moving a little faster after that. Okay? As always, stay inspired and color, color, color.